Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Zoo. We've been having a little bit of trouble over the last well, whenever we do the Sea Life Center, we seem to have trouble. So we're going to be ignoring that for a little while. And today I want to build another animal enclosure. I want to build a giraffe enclosure. I got some really cool ideas for this. When I went to the zoo last, it was a while ago now, but when I went to the zoo last, I remember the giraffe enclosure because there was a staircase that you could walk up onto like a raised, almost like a pier platform, and it put you at like head height of the giraffes. And obviously if they got close enough you might be able to touch them, I suppose, but they never really did come that close. They sort of stayed just out of range, really. But that's the sort of thing I want to do, and I don't want to sort of expand the zoo anymore at the moment. I want to start filling up little holes and areas that we've already got, and I think this one's could be really nice because we can use this little area here for the staircase that goes up and sort of loops around. I might just have it sort of a straight, like it goes up and down there and then has like a pier coming off it. That would be really cool. And then the water the giraffes might be able to use for water for drinking. What else? And then I can put some taller trees in here, depending on how tall the giraffes actually are, to be able to sort of eat from. Now, I'm going to get a sword ready because we need to find out how high these giraffes actually are. We've got two. We've got one sort of derpy-ish looking one, and one, well, they're both a little bit derpy. Giraffes are just derpy looking, but that's number one. I would say he was 4 blocks high, or his head would be on the 5th block high. And what about the other one? About the same. See, this one's got a nicer texture, but like a really weird neck. I don't know what one I really prefer. I think I prefer the left one better. I think I prefer that one better. But yeah, that'll be about the right height. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can grab ourselves some wood. I want just oak stairs, oak, postman's here, and oak slabs. I wonder why my dogs were barking. And we want to have one gap between... Oh, I want to go higher. Wrong one. There we go. I want to have one gap of space between the bridge, so it's not touching that. No, I'll have 2 because the logs will take up the extra spot. I think we want this probably 4 or 5 blocks wide. Let's try with 4 first. And we need to make sure that we've got enough room to be able to get up. So if we had the staircase start 1, 2, 3, 4. And up here, I think we're roughly a pretty good height. So this is where like people can walk up. Anybody can walk up. Here. Yep, that's the height that we want. And we want the same thing on this side. So we want the staircase to start 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll dress up this as well. I might just make this a straight shot. I might might look a little bit better. There we go. Alright, 4. I don't know how many we had to go up. 4. And then basically these two join up together just like a normal bridge at first. But then we have like a pier section that comes out of the middle, which is used for, I think, feeding most of the time. In fact, the zoo that I went to, you could walk along this bridge section without a problem. But then the pier part was actually closed off, and it was for staff only. I don't want that. I want you to be able to come out in this section. But yeah, in real life, it was like a staff only feeding time dock sort of pier. But I think it'd be better if we can sort of travel out. Just sort of that far. It doesn't really need to be that far, or too far. I might do another 2. You don't want it to be encroaching. Logs. Wood. I want oak wood to have up here. Up that one. That one. I might put some in the middle, but these are like the minimum ones that we need. Oops. That one. Straight from the water. think it was that one. Did I do it on the stair one? I don't know on the stair one. That one. Might do those 2 blocks high as well. And 1, 2, 1, 2. I might put them in line with the opposite ones as well. With this one here. And this one right here. I sort of like it coming like out of the water. I actually really like that slab. I think I want a stone slab so it stands out a little bit more against the exactly similar penguin sort of bridge style that we've got going on. So the slab should sort of take away that they look a little bit similar. Blend it in with the bridges that we've got surrounding this area. Perfect. Okay, that looks sturdy enough by itself. I don't think we really need to add too much more to that. Oh, I can remove these ones and replace those with upside down stairs. That makes that make more sense. And around the outside, to keep the giraffes in, we're going to want to have iron bars up at a particular height. This part is fine. We want to have some sort of wall down here. In fact, I might use iron bars here, right? We need some sort of banisters. Okay. Log along here, along there. Get the fence to go on here. Stop people falling off. That's pretty important part. And then below here, we have the iron bars, so they can't sort of crawl underneath and escape that way. Oops. No. No. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I actually really like that. And then we only need the fence really to come about as high as that. I might go 1 block lower. So instead of like 5, I might make it just that tall. You don't really need it that too tall, do you? I'm going to put that all the way around, actually get the outside of the enclosure completed, and we can come back to sort of dress up the inside of it. Okay, I should be back. All right, this is looking really cool. I love it. We've got the iron bars all the way around, just 4 blocks high. They don't need to be tall. I think giraffes are fairly passive creatures anyway. But I have blocked off so they can't get out like from underneath or anything weird like that. I've left the river in here so they can sort of drink. And I left this part open as well because I don't think the giraffes can really get over here this far. And it would look weird if the iron bars sort of floated across. I got them floating across there because I don't want them to get into the water and walk through. Because they actually will be able to do that even in Minecraft. I don't think that they can down here. Oh, they might be able to actually, mightn't they? Are the giraffes just going to come in here and just sit in here? Is that going to be a thing? I might have to like actually like block it like right off somehow. Like maybe I'll just have to do that. Is that something that I'm going to have to do? That might be. I don't think they can get out anywhere now, but I'm not going to put them... Hey there. I'm not going to put them down yet. We want to sort of dress up this place a little bit. Get out of here. Dress this place up a little bit. Now, I looked at some giraffe enclosures. The one that I went to was grass, and it had some boulders in it. I want to do it grass with some boulders, but then I also want to incorporate some sand into it. Most of the time, giraffes sort of wander around the perimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make the perimeter outside area into sand, and then I'm going to leave the middle being grass, a couple of boulders, and a couple of normal jungle trees, not the 2x2 ones, they're way too big, but the normal ones that we used in the panda enclosure on the other side of the world, I think we'll use in here. So sand, not quicksand, that not a good idea. And you know what, I might do this with a brush actually. Sword. Brush. I don't think it's 2 slasher. Brush. Cylinder. 2. Sand 2. Yeah. Undo. No. Uh-oh. I don't know what that was. Undo. 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 Do they just stay there? Okay. Not near the water then. Just sort of around here. Is that too big? That might still be too big. One. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so we want to do this around the outside. Careful not to go over any of my stone bricks. That's just gonna ruin my day. Oops. Just makes my day a little bit hard if I have to go around and replace them all back again. So just very gently come around here. It looks a little bit square at the moment, but once you get it all the way around, that squareness will totally go away. Especially if we do some like bits like that where it sort of pokes out. But yeah, it's the same with ostriches and all those kind of animals, emus and stuff like that. They only ever walk around the outside, which is why if you go to like petting zoos and places like that, when you see the ostrich enclosure, you'll probably find it's actually quite a small enclosure, but just really long. So it's like it's not deep at all. It's just really long. Come on. Water? Water? Yeah, it's just really long. So there's no actual like what do you say, like no actual like thickness to it. It's just like one really thin long one. I might actually drop this back a block so then they can get out of the water if they do go in it. I have no idea what the giraffe's AI is like. Sometimes the animals are pretty dumb in this. Sometimes they're not quite as dumb. It's a harsh way to put it, but unfortunately it's true. Something like that all the way around. And then I might replace this as well with sand. But I can do this one by hand. Can they get out? They can in some spots. Okay, we're just going to have to make sure they can get out in all of them. And then there's some boulders and some trees. And apart from that, giraffes don't really have too much. They don't have rubber rings that they can... They don't have rubber rings that they can sort of swing on like elephants, or like elephants can? Like monkeys can and gorillas can. They're sort of very not do much creatures. Okay, they can definitely get out there now. That's really nice. I actually really like that. I might mix in a little bit of podzol in here. Yeah. Just in the sand part, not in the grass part. In the grass part, we leave grass. We just add some boulders in it. But in the sand part, a little bit of podzol. Yeah. I actually really like that. Adds an extra colour, adds a third colour to the ground. I've spoken about this many times in the past about how 3 colours is so important to, like, the eye. Newspapers and stuff like that use all 3 colours. Usually red, black and white because they're very standout colours. But yeah, having 3 colours in the ground being green, sort of sand colour, yellow let's say, and brown, I think is very complementary. Like that. Oh yeah, it's actually almost giraffe textured around the outside. I think I actually want another colour in it though. I like it, but I think just an extra colour will be good. We don't have coarse dirt or anything like that. Soul sand is a little bit too grubby. Hardened clay, perfect. Look, exactly what you'd need. Yeah, perfect, absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is very giraffe textured ground. I actually like the idea of it. If I had actually thought of it to begin with, I would have said that I was actually a genius. But seeing as though it was somewhat of an accident and a spur of the moment decision, it was just luck, really. Okay, we have this one here. Then we can put the boulders down, trees down, and put the giraffes down. And I think we're done. I think that's it. And then admire it, test the bridge, see if they come close. It'd be cool if you could attract the movers somehow, like by holding an apple. That would be really cool. Like how you can breed with some animals like that, you know, if you could do that with the giraffes, just to lure the mover. That would be really, really cool. And I think we're pretty much there, right? Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that. It looks like it's been worn away. The grey of some boulders will help take away the sharpness of it. We want brush of sphere, cobblestone. Oops, that's not sphere. Sphere, cobblestone, 3. No, I don't like cobblestone. Stone. Yes. Yes. Yes, just like that. I might roughen it up a little bit as well, so take out some of the blocks here. So it's not that perfect sort of dome shape. Like that. And like this. They can't get out. I don't think that they can sort of get out and climb and jump on. I haven't ever seen a giraffe jump, but I don't think it's really possible. And trees, jungle trees with some bone meal. Don't want them near the bridge. We want it set over this side. Perfect. That's actually, I think, a really good height for it. We'll have one here. And 3's perfect. There we go. Okay, I actually really like this enclosure. Let's get the giraffes down in here now. They've been in my hot by the hole episode. I think I like this one. Yeah, this was the one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds like a good 5. 5 sounds like a great number. Okay, so let's turn the shaders on. It's going to be a little bright because it's sand. So it is always a little bright. I wonder if I could change that off. I don't know. Turn my hotbar off. Okay, let's go look through the fence first. Yeah, I can see the giraffes there. That's good. Go up onto the viewing platform. Yes. I love the Sea Life Centre. It looks so beautiful. I just wish it worked. I love the water underneath the bridge there. Yeah. Look at that. Now, if that isn't the perfect height to be able to view a giraffe from, then I don't know what is. That is so good. If I can move the sun over there, it would make a better screenshot. Time set 9,000. Over there. There we go. Perfect screenshot. Look. I want them to get facing me, really. Aha! Something like, nope. Look at me. Oi. Come on. Just like turn and look at me a little bit. He's in the shade. Look at him in the shade. That might be the screenshot. I might use that as the screenshot. Oh, I want these ones to look at me. If they looked at me, that would be great. Or I could do it for my... Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. What a great enclosure. It fills up that space perfectly as well, didn't it?